drown my songs, but they learned to swim. Now what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still start singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Yeah, I'm one in a million. All right now. Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight hittery side I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Lennox, that on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the bay, watch the women. I got go meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. Like cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Like play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, a sun and moon. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I nut. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up, still stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 I'm finna. What you gon' do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, I flew elevator, we facing my brad. How you want deposits, the memo of cash. Red light, yellow light, green light, gold. The events, I take the bank home, but I won't keep quiet. I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. Let my she's happy at home, and I I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her get Bucky a goner.
What you gon' do? 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 I'm finna stunt.
business. This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here with the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen a thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody.
What up? Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark. We all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Piece of problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Something like
I just I pull up with a few.
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC. Let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case get out of pot. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that popping.
Baby, I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Something like
I just I pull up with a few.
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. He rolls to his right. Going deep right away. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little fight out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Play action, Fields. Buying some time right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Fields out of the gun. To the right, and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Fields on 3rd. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Jackson now on 3rd. Mims with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, Jackson gets this to Bateman. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lamar throwing again. Hubbard hauls it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Back at beginning of 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. And again, it's Jackson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that a bunch of 47 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start with a give to Harris. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Pass taken in by Freiermuth. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Adisa Isaac stops him there.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A give left side. Here's Harris. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's caught for the first. He's got it in the red zone. Give him 32 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll toss it to Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running left, Hubbard. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Connects with Hubbard. Continuing to move past the 45. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Bateman hauls it in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They run again with Hubbard. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Off play action, it's Fields. Complete out to the right. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 from the 41. Harris once more. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's got Harris. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw. Here's Fields. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Cameron Johnston on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his first. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Headed out right. It's out. That's a long ball. Bouncing near the goal line. Steelers have it. Headed the other way. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They put Flowers in motion right. 1st down, here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Lamar now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Nick Herbig making the play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The Steelers go to a dime set. Must be thinking pass on this 3rd down. Couple additional DBs brought in. From the gun, Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left with 4th down here. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Justin Matabike making that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to get outside here with Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Ravens will go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Hubbard again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. This is Hubbard running left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. They go play fake with Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They've got first down from the 31. Play action. Here's Jackson. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. This throw is cut. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Man in motion, out of the slot. 1st and goal, Hubbard. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Hubbard. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game at 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. Throw left side, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Fields out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one's caught. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields. He's got it! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3 now. Now Jackson off the play action. He rolls to his right. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That one hits for 30. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Play action now with Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's 16 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Fields on first down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. A handoff for Harris, running right.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, but it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
That's garbage.
connect on first. It's second down. Lamar off the play fake. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Fourth and forever coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. A costly penalty flag there as that turns fourth down into 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They put Flowers in motion right. Throwing again is Lamar. Connects with Hubbard. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Lamar throwing again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now within one score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. Play fake, Jackson. Buying some time right. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return starts from the goal line. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trail by 8. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up to pass. Short pass caught by his tight end. Again, he's got room. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cut it to just 2 late in the game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
No, we changed it.
They put Flowers in motion right. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all done up here in the 4. Woo, nice as a birdie block. They got the 2 and the tie for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime. time.
Yeah, those two critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the two-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
On first and 10, it's Fields. Taken in by Harris. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 47. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Handoff running left, Hubbard. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10. They run again with Hubbard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. So now it all comes down to Justin Tucker. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner! So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So in front of